Live from Loudmouth Central, you're listening to Loudmouth Fisticuffs, hosted by combat sports analyst Joshua Furs and international ring announcer Mr. Live Worldwide Jeff Houston. Half sports show, half comedy show, and half conspiracy show. 100% in your face. So open your ears, shut your mouth, and have a good fucking time.
Good fucking time.
Quattro Nueve, episode 49, Loudmouth Fisticuffs. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. It is our pleasure to serve you in any which way we can. And we appreciate you for letting us into your hearts, into your homes, into your lives, into your souls, into your beds, into your minds, into your every orifice. Whatever that means, however, take it however you want. We appreciate you for tuning in. Smash that like button, smash that share button. I am Joshua Furs. This over here, I'm still getting this right, is Mr. Live Worldwide, Jeff Houston.
How can you not get it over here? Either you're over here or you're over there. It's either one.
Well, because it's backwards in my camera, so like I have to.
Oh my god!
And yes, his chest button is open for this show, so that means you know what that means. It's going to be a damn good show.
And it means letting the ladies in, letting them in. Come on in, girls. I got the leather Kangol and I got the Ray-Bans on, so obviously I'm feeling randy tonight. Randy.
Like I was saying, episode 49.
49, not Quattro Nueve. God, you're so white.
Whatever. So episode 50 next week, Jeff. Obviously, we've been talking about it every single
50
week.
Fucking shows.
But,
I can't believe it's made it this far, man. We're off the rails as much as a show could possibly be, and we actually made it to show number fucking 50. I don't know how we did it. I have no fucking clue. This is a clusterfuck of a show, and for some reason, we have a following. I have no idea why that is, because you are a charisma vacuum, and I am the opposite.
So does that mean somewhere we kind of I like it?
I hate to admit it, but something works
somewhere.
I still don't know what the fuck it is. I have yet to determine what it is, but you know what? It's working. Loudmouth Central has. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, man.
I was reeling them in.
No, I do that.
I was reeling them in.
I do that. I do that by opening it up.
And of course, episode 50 next week, live on site, Belfast, New York.
That's going to be fun.
They're going to be hosting the Hall of Fame ceremony for 2020 and 2021, and there's going to be the BKFC tryouts. So there's going to be a lot of stuff going on, and that's next week. But this week, tonight, we got our man, Mr. Red Rimz, Brian Maxwell. He is on tap. We got him in the green room.
A repeat guest on top of that. You know, he has been exposed to the madness that Loudmouth Fisticuffs is all about, and yet he comes back for more. He's a glutton for punishment.
100%. And man, I can't wait to talk to him. You know, and shame on him. I've talked to him several times the last couple of weeks, and that joker never told me once about this damn, being on the Mayweather undercard. But
he didn't have to.
I know he did.
He didn't have to tell you shit. All you got to do. I know he did. You got a fucking internet connection. Go look for it yourself, you lazy bastard.
What does that mean?
Well, obviously you could have found that out for yourself. You're supposed to be some kind of.
How could I have found out? He announced it. What do you mean? How could I have found out?
You could have found out the same day, motherfucker.
I did. I found out the same day he said it.
Yeah, you had to wait for him to say it.
You're not making any sense right now, Jeff.
Well, you're an investigative journalist in some kind. So
no, I've never claimed to be that. I'm not an investigative anything.
He's lying, folks. I promise you that.
But anyway, I'm so excited for him. He's going to tell us all about it. I really am. So happy.
Bring him in. Bring him into our nightmare.
Let's bring him in, Mr. Red Rimz himself.
Oh man, y'all be tripping me out. I swear to God, y'all do, man.
Mr. Red Rimz, how's it hanging, man?
What's up, man?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
So, so tell us about it real quick. Just right off. Let's hit the ground running like we always do. How long have you known about this? Tell us about it. How did it happen?
Well, I've known for a couple of weeks now. nobody. And the moment I was told that I could, put it out there is when I put it out there. You feel what I'm saying? And I could have told you, but I couldn't tell nobody. Like literally, nobody knew but me and the people around me,
and your management team.
Yeah. So, and of course, Nate and Mr. Speltman knew, but I couldn't really tell nobody. So I wanted to so bad. But I guess I had to enjoy the moment by myself and the people around me for a little bit before anybody else could know, which was fucking killing me for real.
Well, maybe that made it even sweeter.
It's like Mount Vesuvius, man. It's just waiting to fucking explode all over social media about this good news.
Well, I was gonna say maybe that made it even sweeter when you were finally able to announce it. It was kind of like, to the whole world. So no, I like I said once again, I'm pumped for you, man. I really am.
Yeah, man. Like once I was able to tell everyone, and then once Bare Knuckle released it, like it's been a crazy past 5 to 6 days. Like as soon as that dropped, like everything just went from 0 to bananas real quick. Like it's been crazy. Like I didn't know. I was told a couple days ago that my name has been a trending topic on Facebook. I didn't know stuff trended on Facebook like that, and cool. I actually got a notification from Facebook saying that my name was trending after I had been told that, and it's like still trending to this day. And by the way, if anybody from Bare Knuckle is watching this, I have the most shares of any Bare Knuckle post in Bare Knuckle history right now, just so that is duly noted.
Putting it out there. Putting it out there. Let everybody know, man. And that's all it takes. That's the damnedest thing about the fight world, man. You never know when you have that one fight. It could be with bare knuckle, it could be with the gloves on. It doesn't really fucking matter. But the one fight, and you get to be part of history in the making. And that history of the making is that you are on an undercard of a Floyd Mayweather show. And if we're going to be honest with ourselves, only 50 fighters have had at one point, especially starting off the show, total 100 fighters, because we're talking 50 fights, have had the honor of starting off a Floyd Mayweather event. So, dude, that can never be taken away from you. And the fact that it's at fucking Hard Rock Stadium before a capacity freaking crowd, whew, chills to the bone. Yeah,
man, it's crazy. Like I'm highly blessed, and I feel good about it. And I thank Nate. I probably tell Nate thank you every day. Him and Mr. Feldman thank you like every day. Like this is amazing.
That's awesome, brother. Well, when did you when did they let you know, hey, you're fighting Ocho Cinco, man? Like, what was that like?
Man, it was a surprise. Like it was just weird because when I was down there in Birmingham at BKFC 17, before on the way down there, Chad messaged me on Instagram. And he's like, I need your help with something. I was like, why like I've said before, I was like, why is Chad Johnson messaging me? I think this is a spam or something, or a fake profile. But while I was driving, I actually clicked it and seen that it was his official profile because he's got like 7 million followers or something like that. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit, I never really had a celebrity hit me up on Instagram before. All right. But I still wasn't believing that it was him. And I was like, this ain't Chad Johnson. And he's like, man, this is me. Why would I play like that? And I was like, okay. And then he sent me a video of him at his daughter's track meet to prove to me that it was him, and it was really him. But, I'm at the fights. I just happened to be at the fights already. So I still wasn't believing that shit. So, the night went on, everybody asking for pictures and autographs and stuff and asking when I'm fighting again. And, I'm still holding another fight in right now that I can't let out yet until after this Chad fight's over. But after all that madness with the fights, which were fucking awesome, BKFC 17 in Birmingham was super lit. It was fire. It was fireworks, man, especially the main event. My boy Frank got the win. So shout out to Frank. If you're watching Frank Tate, there's your shout out, dog. But
dude, talk about controlling the distance for Frank, man. Talk about a perfect plan coming to play, man. Controlled that distance so beautifully against a fucking bare knuckle veteran. Facts. A true bare knuckle veteran. I mean, Frank's cut his teeth in this. Frank cut his teeth in that, but we're talking about the hammer, Josh Burns. I mean, across the pond and on local soil. I mean, he's done both of it, and to be able to do that, and also this wasn't the opponent that he trained for. On top of that, we're talking 3 to 4 days notice that they say, oh, by the way, you're in the fucking main event against. Yeah, and unfortunately, it didn't work out to the point to where he could get the title eliminator opportunity because it was a last-minute fight, and that is a shame. But it's going to be interesting to see who Frank goes after next, man, after a big momentum win like that.
Honestly, I think it'll be him versus Arnold Adams or him versus Dylan Kleckler for a rematch.
I think Kleckler makes the most sense right now, honestly.
Yeah. But I think Arnold Adams does too because he's an ex-champion and he should be up there. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean,
especially with his last performance.
Yes, sir.
Especially how tight his last performance was. I mean, we saw a different. He even had a different nickname. We call him the Beaumaye Boogeyman now, man. So he came in new attitude and slicker hands than what we've seen previously. He had slick hands to begin with, but shit, man, this was smoother than whale shit this last time, man. Good stuff.
Man. He came in and done work last time.
Oof, he did.
Well, I was gonna say, it's the old saying, it's all about timing and opportunity, right? Especially in the fight game. And sometimes you can have one but not the other. But it was the right time, the perfect opportunity for Frank Tate. He stepped in there, and made the most of that situation.
Yes, sir.
And he can, like you said, he's gonna ride that wave now because he kind of took that momentum because. When you're fighting somebody who has that name, like Josh Burns does, like you said, he's a bare knuckle veteran, and I think a lot of people expected him to probably roll over Frank Tate, and on paper, maybe it kind of looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Frank won't fucking have it.
Dude, something happened to the fans, and something happened to something happened when we heard that Sweet Home Alabama kick. I was like, fuck me, man. This is a different game now. In the heat of the moment, of course, I knew he was from Birmingham, but it's one of those times to where you're in the moment, you're focused on that, and then you hear that shit, and the minute that those dulcet tones hit on the PA system, I was like, this place is going to go fucking insane, which it did.
Yes, it sure the fuck did. Like, it was crazy. Like,
it was. Like, dude, they loved it. Mm-hmm. I had a feeling that we knock it out of the park no matter where we go. People love bare knuckle fighting. That's just the way that it is. But I had a feeling we would gravitate a different way towards Alabama than other states. And man, they welcomed us with arms wide open. They loved every single second of it. It was fucking amazing.
Yes, sir. It was fucking awesome. I'm glad I was there, man. Like, man, that was just amazing. And Frank, I actually just talked to Frank a couple of days ago. Actually, he messaged me talking about this Chad Johnson fight and all, and that's one of my homies, man. Like, I highly appreciate him.
How do you feel about going into ESPN 8 the Ocho? That's what I'm calling it, man. That's what it is, man. You get an opportunity to take out ESPN 8 the Ocho on a debut fight. He's coming into this fight, probably one of the better wide receivers of the 2000s, 100%. Definitely making the transition over to fighting, that's what's happening now. We're seeing more celebrities, more athletes that are, giving, the squared circle an opportunity, not the squared circle of bare knuckle fighting, but the overall squared circle to where we got the big gloves and bad intentions. So what do you think about someone, entering the fight game at 43 years old? I mean, obviously he's in shape because, he's the kind of guy, he takes care of himself, a former football player, former amazing wide receiver, so therefore he's no stranger to the gym. But how do you think that's going to translate over to the ring?
I mean, we'll see when we get there. Like, we have a specific game plan for this fight, and I'm ready to capitalize on everything that happens. He's not going to be able to show me something that I've never seen before because I'm a veteran in the sport now. It's almost been 10 years of me fighting, AMI and pro, and man, I'm ready. I've been in fight week for literally. I've been in fight week literally for 10 weeks now, and I am ready to rip somebody's head off. Like, man, I'm to the point where I'm snapping on people at work, snapping at the gym, just snapping at people driving. Like I am ready to fucking go.
You're looking for blood.
Yes, I am looking
You're out for
for
blood.
everything right now. Like this is, I don't know. I got a lot to release. You feel what I'm saying? I've been in the lab cooking. I've been working on a bunch of new stuff and tightening up. Some of my flaws, and I'm ready to fight. Like if the fight was this weekend, I'm ready to go. I only got 5 pounds left to cut for this fight with 2.5 weeks left, and man, I'm just fucking ready for this fight. And like I've said before, I've followed Chad Johnson since day one. Like I told him on the phone, I'm a fanboy, but when it's time to fight, we have to fight. You feel what I'm saying? So
Oh
I know
yeah.
I know
Yeah.
he's got some boxing experience because, like I said, I followed him since day one, and he did boxing to stay conditioned for football, and so I know he's got that experience, but I don't feel like he's really been punched in the mouth the correct way.
Well, not only that, I don't think that he also has the proper boxing momentum that you build over the years. There's no experience like the experience that you gain in the ring. So therefore, he's coming into this with a whole lot of theory, but no practice. And sometimes that no practice ends up rubbing off the wrong way because, yeah, great, you can do some mitt work and everything like that. Great, you could show us that you've got a little footwork. But that doesn't mean that you know how to generate that momentum when you're in there against a fellow human being.
Yes, sir. And I feel Miami's his hometown. He's from there, and he's a celebrity, all-world athlete. Cool. But I still feel like I'm going in this fight as the underdog, and I love being an underdog in a fight. It fuels me and drives me that much more. I've been an underdog since I stepped in at my very first MMA fight. I fought a 2-0 guy. I came in with no fights, only a wrestling background then, and this guy was 2-0. He was already a purple or a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, and I loved being the underdog in that fight, and I ended up knocking him out in 25 seconds. So,
but you're not the underdog in this fight. If you're going to go ahead and look at numbers, if we're going to look at facts, who's the one making the debut, and who's the one stepping between the ropes yet again? You're not
Right.
you're not the underdog. This guy, I'm going to be honest with you. He's got celebrity behind him, and a lot of people think that that's enough. But in the fight world, it's only enough until you come across that one opponent that's not going to back down. That one opponent that says, "Great, you were famous." That doesn't mean you know how to do this shit.
Well, Brian, while we're kind of, you can see the stuff on the screen here. While you're kind of watching it, what does it look like to you? Do you see anything? I know it's not a lot of detail, but you're seeing him kind of hit the pad. You're seeing a little bit of his footwork.
I see training, not fighting.
Of course. But what do you see anything maybe you could take advantage of just watching what little footage there is?
Like I've had these same videos like right here for like a couple weeks now, and like this is. I'm not going to say we built our game plan off of these videos. We've had a specific game plan since the day that I found out about the fight. You feel what I'm saying? And it's going to be something to watch. And like I said, I've been in fight camp for 10 weeks. I'm just ready to go. And like I said, he's not going to show me nothing that I've never seen before. Cool. He's an all-world athlete. He's famous. My idol has became my rival, so it's time to go to work. You feel what I'm saying? All that has been thrown out the window now. When I found out about the fight, I was super hype about it, and I was just I shed a man's tear.
Hank, you're fucking stupid, man.
I gotta show this, Mr. Planet Hank. He said, "Do you think you're stupid?"
Hank, you are so
man.
You are fucking stupid, man.
Oh man, Hank, you mad goofy for that, bro. You mad goofy for that one.
That's funny.
Oh my Hank,
God.
always taking it to the next level, man. That's our fucking job, Hank. Let us ask that question.
I know that's right. But I'm just ready for him in general. I think he's gonna come out trying to play around. We're prepared for if he wants to come out and play around, but we're also prepared to if he wants to come in and try to take my head off too. So, I have a specific game plan for whatever Chad comes out to fight me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready to go.
But we don't know. That's the problem. I mean, you're coming into something that, the only thing that we know is we know training parameters. We know the training. We know the training videos. He's never been put to the test in the ring a day in his life. Not the test. He's been trained, but he's never been put to the test in the ring. And it's a hell. And of course, it's his celebrity that's allowing him to have a much bigger debut than a lot of boxers are afforded. A lot of debut boxers aren't afforded an opportunity like this to be part of an undercard on such a big card like this.
Yes, sir. And hey, Zion, I seen your comment. I'm definitely still in that move. You feel what I'm saying? Zion's been in the gym with me, so I've been working with him a lot. Well, not a lot, but a little bit. Well, I might as well say a lot, but I've been working with him, and I took something out of his book, as one of the homies. I took something from his book that I think is going to help me with this fight, and it's going to help me in my next bare knuckle fight too, because I've been doing it so much, it fucking works. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking a page from your book, Zion. Thank you, dog.
Let him take the page. Let him take the page.
Obviously you can't. I know you can't say anything officially, but the idea here is you're going to roll into this fight, and then the idea, I guess, is to roll right into another fight fairly soon after that.
I mean, I'm not saying nothing.
Okay, all right.
I'm not letting the cat out the bag.
I tried.
You tried. I'm glad I'm quick on my feet, but you tried.
Bad. Very poorly too.
Oh, stop it. I mean, it definitely seems like, man. I know you have the entire bare knuckle community behind you on this. I mean, 100%,
yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir. I've gotten, man. I'm telling you, since when I posted, I've probably gotten over 500 messages, man, from people supporting me about it, and the bare knuckle fam. I thank everyone from the bare knuckle fan, and I thank everyone in my community. I was out running one day last week, and I don't know who it was, but some random person yelled out their window when they were driving by, "Let's go, champ!" And I'm like, "Oh man, I bet, yay!"
That's cool.
And then when I turned the corner to go back up the hill, on the hill that I was running, there was this older guy standing outside on his front porch, and he's like, "You training for a heavyweight fight, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." And he's like, "Let's go, champ." And I was like, "Yes, sir, let's go." I mean, awesome, it's an amazing feeling from all the love and support I've been getting, and of course, with this being the fight that it is, I've gotten some haters about it too, and people trying to talk shit about it, whatever. Of course. But,
jelly.
I've had some beef.
Hey, I'll say it for you, Brian. I'll say it for you. Fuck them. And the crazy thing about it too, also, I've had some people from on the bare knuckle roster talking shit about it too, whatever. But hey, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's a big opportunity, not only for me, but
who wouldn't fucking jump at it?
Yes, exactly. And it's a big opportunity for bare knuckle also. It puts more eyes on both. It's a win-win situation for everybody involved. And
yes, it does.
The ones that are hating from the BKFC roster, oh well. Like I did what I did. It's an opportunity. You would take the opportunity too. I ain't gonna name who's hating. And talking shit, but if y'all had the same opportunity, you would take it too. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, for all the haters, tell them straight up, man. Get in line.
Hey, I'm sure it's a little bit. I'm sure it's a little bit of envy, man, because like you guys are saying, anybody would take that fucking spot, man.
Anybody.
Well, what do you think about this fight, man? So, Mayweather and Paul. Obviously, I know people are going to feel a certain way about it, one way or the other. And we were talking about this last week. Was obviously on paper,
money.
Right. Like obviously on paper, like we know it's going to draw. We know people are going to watch for that what if factor, because 99.999%, Mayweather's going to fucking school him, right? But
stop stating the obvious, Howie.
There's that 0.0001% that fucking Logan Paul goes in there. What if he fucking catches him? that fucking place will erupt. Can you imagine if he catches Floyd?
The world will erupt.
Like again, highly unlikely. I'm not saying that's. I'm just saying, like, what if?
Not impossible.
What if?
Improbable.
I mean, if it happens, I'm getting the fuck up out of there because that place is going to be fucking nuts. I ain't trying to be in all that madness. I'm just going ahead and exit stage left because it's going to be so much shit that happens. If that happens, I mean, it's going to be some fucking mayhem. If that happens, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure that you'll probably see like a 2-story sign in there that says that if Logan wins, we riot.
Oh,
I'm sure that's going to be there. Somebody's going to have that sign.
Yeah, no, I agree, Howie. And I don't actually think it's. I'm just saying, like, that what. Whoa, what if? Because I think that's what the that's what's going to intrigue. That's the allure because no one wants to buy something where they just know Floyd's going to fucking kill this guy. Now, obviously, that's probably what's going to happen, but with the weight advantage, I think, and that's kind of the attraction because it's going to be like a 30-pound difference or 40-pound difference or something.
Well, Floyd is never a pound over 160 pounds in the majority of his adult life.
Well, it's actually it's contracted. Logan can't weigh, or he's weighing like 180 or something.
Well, he's 200 right now. He's got to get down to about 180. I believe
he's getting to 180, and Floyd can't fight over 150 something.
No, he won't be over 160. He will not be over 160.
So at least bare minimum a 20-pound difference.
Dude, he's never over 160 on his off time.
Yeah.
On his off time. And that's what we were talking about earlier. The what if factor is definitely there, but there has never in the history of the fight game been a more disciplined fighter as when it comes to his camps and his preparation for a fight than fucking Floyd Mayweather. Nobody has ever been more disciplined as a boxer. He may have had his problems. What the fuck ever? He's human. People have fucking problems. It's just the way that it goes. But as far as his professional repertoire, dude, there's never been a more professional and disciplined fighter in the history of the game than Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd is fucking jacked, too, man. He is fucking jacked.
None.
Yes, sir. Like I actually talked to him last Saturday, which was amazing. Like it messed me up. I almost not wrecked my car, but I swerved a little bit when I heard his voice because he conference called me and Chad, and he introduced himself to me, and I was like, man, this guy sounds familiar. And then he said his name. I was like, holy fucking shit.
Wow.
This fucking Floyd Mayweather just on the phone.
So you had
now.
No idea you were going to be talking to him prior to that. You had no clue.
I had no clue because I didn't know you could do 3-way calling on cell phones still. I thought that's what FaceTime and Skype and shit was for, but it was a 3-way call, and I'm like, damn, is this a new feature on my phone?
Somebody hacked my phone?
Yeah, and I thought it was crazy because when the call was coming through, I got Chad's number because I've talked to him several times, in these past couple weeks on the phone and stuff. We've texted back and forth, and when the call was coming through, I was like, damn, Chad calling me. I wonder what he wants again. But when I answered the phone, it was him and Floyd, and that was crazy. Like that shit was just cool as hell. That's and like crazy. When I got home, I immediately called my striking coach. Was like, man, guess who I just talked to on the phone? He's like, who? He's like, man, what's wrong? What happened? I was like, nothing happened. And I told him, that I talked to Floyd, and he's like, oh man, yeah, shit's about to go down now.
Wow, man.
Going down awesome, like Charlie Brown, man. I love it. Oh, look at that. Go ahead and post that up from Monica right there, man.
Oh, yeah. Of course. VA, man. The VA boy.
Yeah, VA all day, born and raised, man.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Monica, man. We love all the good vibes and well wishes for Mr. Red Rimz because he has an opportunity. It's funny, man. You have almost the same opportunity like Britton Hart had. One fight can change your fucking life.
Yeah, man. And like I've said, man, it's been a crazy 5 to 6 days. Like I'm not behind. I'm behind on my days, but I'm not behind on like business stuff that's been happening. Like it's so much has been going on these days. Like it's already been life changing. Like the companies and the podcasters and the phone calls from different writers and stuff that have called me and, wanted to link up and do promos and stuff like that. It's already been life-changing. Like,
awesome.
Enjoy it, brother. Soak it in, man. Soak it in.
I'm enjoying it, but at the same point in time, I'm still, I'm making everything accordingly to my schedule.
There's the missus. We were wondering when Melanie was going to come in. We have an unwanted person in the chat.
Oh, so he's being nice. Police Gazette got your back, Brian.
Yes, sir. Hey, speaking of that, I may be at the Hall of Fame and at tryouts. I don't know yet. I've got some things to work out because I'm supposed to be linking up with some BKFC fighters and having a hard training session that last weekend before the fight. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. If I'm going to see if things work out, and if that doesn't go down, I'm definitely going to be up there at the Hall of Fame that weekend and tryouts to, make an appearance and, talk to everyone and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? But
yeah,
if you're going to come up, we'll definitely have you again on episode number 50, man. Come in, say hello, update us on what's been going on that week. I'm sure it's going to be it's about to be a tornado. It's about to be a whirlwind. The media frenzy is coming for you, Brian, but I know you're ready for this. You've been ready for this. I mean, this is the storm that you've been waiting for.
Yeah, I mean, it is, and that the opportunity is super great. Like I said, I've been in fight camp for 10 weeks. I was preparing for a bare knuckle fight, and with this dropping in the middle, nothing's changed for me, honestly. Nothing in my fight camp except for my game planning because of a different opponent has changed because, like I said, I've been in fight camp this long. I've been fine-tuning some stuff. I've been busting my ass, and, I'm fit. I'm the most fit that I've been in a long time. I'm happy with fighting all over again, and me being happy with fighting all over again is a dangerous person because I've had my slump. I've had a 3-fight losing streak. I've never had a 3-fight losing streak in nothing in MMA or anything, or not even when I wrestled in high school or college. And I've had my slump. I was burnt out. Even though I was trying not to be burnt out, it just happens. It was that point of my fighting career where I got burnt out, and I'm happy again. I'm ready to fight. My fire is back, and beast mode has been fucking activated. Like I said, I'm ready to fucking rip somebody's head off. I'm sure everybody around me is tired of my shit right now.
Well, look, man,
speaking of tired of your shit, Melanie, come on camera and say hello. Damn it, we know you're in the other. We know you're in the other fucking room. Come on camera and say hello, man.
No,
he's like no. But dude, I'll say this, man. I just want to say this, man. But like you've always, since I've known you, man. Year and a half, 2 years, whatever long it's been, since we started talking to you, man. Like,
ever since I met y'all at BKFC, what, 8?
I probably that sounds about right. But like, I've always said, man, like you've been one of the people. You always keep putting positive energy out, no matter what the circumstance is. At least that's what I always see is just that positive energy, and that's what, I was telling, we were talking to Scott about this last show. There's a handful of people who, I try to, I try to surround myself like with positive people, and I'm attracted to positive people,
Yes,
and
sir.
to see that, to share that same fucking energy, man. And like, that's all you've done. And like I said, I know you've probably heard this 1,000 times and you'll hear it 1,000 more times, but I can't stress enough just how fucking proud I am, man.
We're proud truthfully. Of you, man. Especially when it comes to bare knuckle, man, you are a gear in the jeweled movements of bare knuckle fighting championship. 100%. We are where we are because of what you have done for us. I can say the same thing about a handful of fighters, but you are that gear in that jeweled movement of BKFC.
Yes, sir. Hey, Josh, you want to talk about some throwback? Check this out. Remember this right here, buddy?
Of course I do.
Yes, sir.
Of course I do.
Holy fuckamole.
That's how long we've been rocking right there.
Yeah,
right
of course
there.
I do.
Official BKFC trading cards.
Of
yes,
course.
Sir.
Love it. Love it,
sir.
man.
And I always show love to my A1s since day ones, man. Like I've known y'all since for a minute now. Like I met Jeff at BKFC too, and I gave him a nickname as soon as I met him. 'Cause I talked to him for a few minutes, and I seen his suit, and I was like, man, his nickname is gonna be Swaggy P. That's what I've been calling him.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Yes, sir.
Man. You haven't.
I don't know that story. I don't know that story.
He hasn't dropped those bones in a while.
Yes, sir.
Soup bones right there. I like that. Mr.
Yes,
Swaggy P. Mr.
Yes,
I still have no idea what the fuck that means, but I like it.
Joey Angela said, "Get some of them gold teeth from Chad."
Oh man!
Wow! Like that shit on fucking blood sport where that lone gold teeth.
Oh
is out
my
there.
god! Yes.
Hey, I remember that. Hey, I like blood sport though. That's my shit.
No, man. I'm gonna tell you, it's one of those opportunities, man. And honestly, there's no downside, no matter win, lose, or draw, no matter what. But the incredible upside, Shaggy. Oh, please, look what you did. You gave him a reason to say something. Scott, go to bed. Go to bed, sir.
It's already past his bedtime.
Way past. Way past. Thank you.
Well, he might be all out of whack because we kept him up pretty late last week, so he might be all out of whack now.
Messed up his sleep schedule.
You go to bed we might have
by
fucked
8
up
o'clock.
his sleep schedule last week. We had him up until like what? How late were we up with him? Like midnight?
Well, that's your fault. That's your fault. That's not my fault. I kept trying to push him off.
No, you did. You did, to be fair.
I kept trying to push him off. I mean, he says, I'm always on the edge. I'm like, can I push you off it, please? Fuck. You won't let me.
I will say this. Him and Scott have been at each other's throats since I've met both of them. Even at BKFC 2, they were talking shit to each other. It's like they grew up together, so it's like they're brothers. Like man, this is crazy. Y'all have been at it since I've known you guys.
Seriously, man.
Y'all be having me tripped out.
If he was my brother, I would have drowned him in the bathtub.
Oh my god.
It's funny. It's good stuff, though, man. It's all in good fun.
No. It's all for entertainment, man. I mean, we're out there to entertain the masses, just like you're going to be out there to entertain the masses. And also, what you also bring in, you also bring that allure of bare knuckle fighting over to the gloved world. So there's all kinds of questions that are going to come with you that don't come with a lot of other fighters that are on this card. Whole lot of unanswered questions, a whole lot of what ifs that are going to come into that. So the complexity of your fight is a different dynamic than anyone on the card.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, of course, the Floyd Paul fight is being talked about by everybody, but I haven't been hearing nothing about the other fights besides Floyd's fight and my fight. Like that in its own has been super fucking nuts. Like, the amount of people that have reached out to me about this fight, and not the other fights at all either. And like, I haven't seen nothing about the other fights, and that's just crazy in its own. And man, this like I said, man, it's been wild. It has been wild. Like the companies that have messaged me and stuff and shit like that has been wild. I do want to say, I can't wait till you guys see my fight shoes. I've taken the name Mr. Red Rimz. They're going to be on my fight shoes. And, I finally got a sponsorship deal with Fusion CBD products.
Good.
And man,
Very good.
I cannot wait until y'all see what I'm wearing. It is going to be fucking lit.
That's what we need to see. But there's a reason why they're talking about Floyd's fight and why they're talking about your fight. Like I said, the dynamics of it. You've got you've got a world-renowned wide receiver going pro against a veteran fighter and a bare-knuckle fighter on top of that. Jesus Christ, man! I mean, that's a lot. That is a loaded undercard. That is a loaded undercard fight. I can't believe that it's an undercard fight. That actually should not be an undercard. I believe you guys should actually kick off the pay-per-view. You guys should kick off the pay-per-view and not necessarily be. Now, do you know, is this going to be televised on Showtime and Mayweather Promotions? Is this going to be live on the pay-per-view?
Actually, I think me and him are. I think a lot of media got it wrong. I think me and him are kicking off the pay-per-view.
You are kicking off okay, good. So because the way that the media is putting this off is that it's almost going to be almost like an off, kind of like a swing bout or something. That's kind of the allure that we're seeing from the media as in their interpretations. But I'm thinking it's going to be the kickoff for the pay-per-view. I feel like you two are going to kick it off.
Yeah, I think we're kicking off the card. It's either we're kicking off the card or we're the second fight on the card. It's one of the two. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter to me. I'm fighting. I'm going to be in fight mode regardless and ready to go either way. But, I think a lot of people were saying
I said don't put that on there, damn it. God, that's disgusting. I want to throw up when I see that shit. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. You got a sick fucking mind, old man. Go to bed or I will put you to bed.
Oh man, y'all crazy.
Seriously, tell the old man. You ever see Happy Gilmore? Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
Oh man, hey, that's my shit. Happy Gilmore, that's my shit. I love that movie. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna watch that at some point this week. But yeah, man, I think a lot of media got it wrong because everybody was rushing to go ahead and put the story out. Yeah, and because I've seen a lot of stories put out, and they have gotten so much information wrong. I just want to be one of those people. I want to be a Karen and tell them in a comment or something that y'all are fucking wrong and y'all are fucking idiots. Can I speak to a manager? Yeah. But I haven't done none of that.
You got better things to do with your time. You got better things to do with your time.
Like I've been so busy with media phone calls and podcasts and Skype calls and stuff like that. It hasn't affected my training because, I schedule everything around my training schedule because, what I've done in the past, I've let it affect my training. I let, podcasts and stuff interfere with my training. I would end training early or do it right before training and going over into training, doing a podcast or something. But, I figured, like I said, I'm happy with fighting again. I figured some things out, and I know right now, with so much going on, I can tell people you got to work around my schedule now instead of just jumping at it and taking it right then and there. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, it's been wild. Like yesterday, I done four different interviews yesterday. I did one. My first one was on Sirius XM yesterday, which was crazy. I did one with Showtime Boxing yesterday. Shout out to them.
Nice.
And I did one with My MMA News yesterday, and I did the Knuckle Up podcast last night. So yesterday was a good day, and I think I got an even busier day tomorrow with interviews and stuff.
That's awesome, man.
But you saved the good shit for Loudmouth Fisticuffs because that you can be 100% yourself. You can let it all down. You can have a good fucking time, just like it says at the start of the show.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And hey, I've been rocking with y'all since day one. Every time y'all come on, it hits my notification bar, and I got to watch. I don't care where I'm at. If it hits my notifications, I'm watching. Even if I'm doing something, I always got my headphones in, even at work. I'm listening. You feel what I'm saying?
You hear that, people? You hear everybody watching out there? Mr. Red Rimz himself always tunes in to the madness that is Loudmouth Fisticuffs. Embrace the madness. Come into our nightmare where the water is warm, and don't worry about paying attention to Josh. He's just here to fill space.
Oh my goodness! But yeah, man, I show love to the ones that show love to me, man. Like this has been a day one thing, just like with other podcasts. The people that gave me my shot to put my name out there and get people to know who I am and constantly, show support. I do the same because, my mom always told me never forget the people who helped you get to where you're at. You feel what I'm saying? So
your mom is so fucking awesome. I love her. I haven't had a chance to meet her as of yet, but that's got to be onto my to-do list because I remember the amazing story that you told us at the beginning of your journey and how your mother has just always been there and she has always supported you, man. I'm going to tell you, man, that's awesome stuff right there. I can't wait to meet the mother of Mr. Red Rimz. I got to do it. It's got to happen.
Yeah.
It's gotta happen.
Yeah, man. Like, when I started this journey, this journey is not about me. I do this for my son and for my mother because my mother has always you know, of course, my mom has been my mother and basically my father too. But you know, my mom's been my A1 since day one. She doesn't my mama hates fighting with a passion. She's not a violent person, but I have seen my mom scrap when I was a kid several times. Several times I seen my mama scrap, and I'm still thinking to this day, you don't like violence, but I seen you beat some ass back in the day when I was a kid. Like, have you had a change of heart or something? Because literally when I was a kid, you know, in the projects that I grew up in before we moved to the country, you know, I've seen my mom get into some scraps, man. Like it's crazy. So to this, I know fighting's in my blood because, you know, like I said, I see my mom get into some scraps, and, you know, once I started doing like wrestling and stuff, she was iffy about it, but, you know, her being a mom, a great mom at that, you know, she supported what I was doing. Still to this day, she hates fighting, but she supports me because it's what I'm doing with myself, and she knows that my son loves it too. You feel what I'm saying? Because my son literally loves fighting. He wants to be a fighter when he grows up. I don't want him to be a fighter because for different reasons, but if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do.
Well, you're a parent, of course you don't want to. Yeah. You don't want that to happen. But at the same point, if he has that fire, if he has that same passion that his father has, then I know that you'll nurture that you'll nurture that, and that you'll show him the right way if that's his journey.
Yes, sir. And you know, like after he got out of wrestling practice tonight, he told me thank you, and I don't even know why he told me thank you. Aww. He still hasn't told me thank you, but you know, he had a good wrestling practice today. And, you know, I got on him at the beginning of wrestling practice when I got to the gym because he's playing around a little bit, and I told him it's not time to play, it's time to be serious because you're at wrestling practice. And maybe that's why he was telling me thank you when he was done with wrestling practice. But you know, he told me thank you after wrestling practice, and it kind of made my heart melt.
That's awesome.
That's cool, man.
That's awesome, man.
That's
good,
cool, brother.
Good. You're making us smile too fucking much, man. Too much. I mean,
yeah, we're not supposed to do that.
No,
especially we gotta have the mean face.
Well, especially him. He's got the ugly fucking smile, man.
Yeah, man. I'll let him have his licks tonight.
Oh yeah, you gotta let him have the juice.
You ain't gonna let me have.
I'll let him have.
You ain't gonna let me have shit, bitch, man. I got you over.
Oh, I am. I'm letting him.
I got you over my knee.
I'm saving him up. I'm saving it up for next week.
Over my knee.
It'll be all right. It don't hurt my feelings, man.
But yeah, man, like my son's more excited about this fight than I am, for real. He's done went to school and told his friends and stuff cool, like that, and that's how I know I've been a positive role model. I might yell at him and, you know, talk junk to him all the time, but that's how I know I've made that impact and done something what I had set out to do, was give my son a positive role model. And like it's still crazy.
hey man, when we setting up this BKFC celebrity fighting gaming Call of Duty tournament, when we setting this up, man?
I'm with it. I already know that.
I think he's got slightly more pressing matters.
Obviously not now, Jeff. Thank you. Obviously not right now.
I'm actually gonna play Call of Duty as soon as I get off here.
See,
I'm gonna play some Call of
that?
Duty. That's my shit. But
he just doesn't want to play with you. He's being nice.
Just know, if any other BKFC fighters have Xbox and they play Call of Duty, me and Josh will fuck you up. Just so y'all know. So y'all know.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that.
That's no lie, man. Hey man, anybody you want to shout out, man? Like sponsors or just, you know, coaches, hey, look, anybody?
I got that right here. Sponsor book.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got that on deck.
Get it done.
Of course, you know, my first sponsor ever since I was an Army fighter, Queen Anne's Revenge Tattoo and Piercings. They've had my back since literally day one. You know, I get all my tattoos done there. So whenever I need something, they always hook me up.
I had one question for you actually about your tattoos, because the picture that I posted, you look like you got a skyline kind of on your bicep. What is that?
Oh, that's my Batman tattoo. I have a bat. Hold on, I got you.
Oh, is it Gotham City?
Is that Gotham?
Yeah, that's Gotham City.
I was wondering what that was. I saw that on there as I'm wondering what that was. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's Gotham City. That was like, that shit hurt because it goes all the way into my armpit, but that's a different story. But you know, that everybody asks me, I'm a big ass Batman fan. Like like a lot of stuff that I have. I'm a big Batman fanboy. Like I've loved Batman stuff since I was literally like 4 years
DC
old.
Universe dude, huh?
Yes,
DC
sir.
Universe all the way, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. I would cry if we were when I was with my mom. Any store we went in and there was a Batman stuff, I would cry as a kid if she would not buy it for me. Oh man, but I got my first CBD company that started sponsoring me when I stepped into bare knuckle. Dreamland Organics. They've had my back since day one too. The Hockey House, owned by Bruce and Bramsky. He's a BKFC fighter too. One of my homies, Said Oils, Ray's energy drinks, but I fuck with Tiger energy drinks too. Tiger Life energy drinks. Shout out to you guys.
The best.
Smith, I picked up some new sponsors in the past couple days, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Damn.
8. I picked up 8 new sponsors in the past. Actually 9. I actually got one today, because I actually forgot about it. And like
in the span of how much time? How much time did you get these 9 sponsors? In the span of how much time?
5 days.
Jesus.
And then I've still got like 10 others want to sponsor me too. Ooh. But
wow.
But I've ran out of space on my shirt already, and
I've got probably.
Nah, there's some stipulations with my shorts.
Oh, there are. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, there's some stipulations with my shorts.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so all you're gonna see on my shorts and my top is Fusion CBD and bare knuckle. That's all you're gonna see on my top and my bottom. But my shirt and my sleeve the back of my shirt and my sleeves are already filled already, and now we have banner spots. So I figured that still showing people love that hit me up. Like I still got about 20 or more people that want to sponsor me, and I haven't got back to them because I've got so many messages and stuff and notifications. I'm trying to get back to everyone accordingly, but
yeah,
I've got some new ones. Smith Mountain Lake Landscaping and Designs. Those are people from my hometown. They're literally located on the road that my mom and stepdad live on. Like they're literally right down the street. So big shout out to them. Wildly Pure. They got body butters for the ladies and stuff. I got a big sponsor at my job, Haley Toyota. They finally sponsor me, and I'm super happy about that because I've been trying to get them to sponsor me for the longest time, and we worked something out, and I'm happy about that. Carolina CBD for my North Carolina peoples, Carolina CBD Empire. Check them out for all my Carolina peeps. Of course, my apparel sponsor, Team Reaper, #boom. I got a little sister. She's got a little business, and it's called Bold and Black. So shout out to my little sister Tiffany. She sponsored me and showed me some support for this fight. And I got another big sponsor, Fusion CBD Products. I'm glad we finally worked something out. I've been using those products since day one now.
Good
and
stuff.
Yes, I have 3 CBD sponsors. There's no conflict of interest with them because they all got different products that I use, and I use different things, and I love all 3's products so far. So especially Fusion CBD Products waters. I stay with the waters. Y'all probably see me posting the waters more than anything that I ever post. And I linked up with a new company. They also they're sponsoring me, and they made me a partner of their company. And I definitely love these guys so far.
Moves.
Yes, sir. I mean, they've really set me up so far. Like, man, this is wild. They're called Moon Juice. They're powered by energy drink company. And they hooked me up with a solid deal just for this fight and some promo stuff, and they're cryptocurrency company too. And man, the way their cryptocurrency works, what they gave me and what it shot up to in less than 24 hours, I don't feel like I'm going to be working too much longer, for real, honestly. But if you're into cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and Dogecoin and Ethereum and stuff like that, look up Moon Juice. Moon Juice. Yes. Moon Juice. Yes, I can send you a link or pictures or whatever to look at them. They've had.
Hey, please do. Seriously, please do. I'll look into it.
Yeah, I was talking to them earlier because they video chatted me earlier, and they literally had like 25,000 new like people like investing into their company this fast, and they've only been a company for like almost less than a month. It's ridiculous. And like I told them, I'm proud to be aboard. But the biggest sponsor that I'm super proud to finally join is Fusion CBD Products, man. Like when the owner called me on Instagram video chat, I was surprised and shocked at the same time. And I sent him over some numbers, and he sent me over some numbers, and they both clicked together. It was the right numbers for me and the right numbers for them, and we worked out a deal, and I'm happy about that. Like it's a true blessing. All the people that have hit me up, friends, haters, family, teammates, it's a true blessing. I love all you guys, and thank y'all for the support. And I definitely shouting you guys out because y'all always have me on the show every once in a while. Y'all the A1s since day ones. But my bigger shout outs go to Nate Shook and Mr. Feldman because they're going to be with me at the fights. They're going to be with me at the fight.
Cool.
And they got my back. They helped me get this fight. I said in an interview yesterday, I think the guy got it wrong where Jorge Masvidal sealed the deal. He knows Chad, and he mentioned my name to Chad about fighting, but Nate and Mr. Feldman sealed the deal for me and gave me the opportunity. So, I'm thanking all parties involved.
That's awesome, man.
That is wow, man. I'm tired. Ooh, man. I mean, so many fighters, man. It's how hard it is to obtain sponsors, and it takes just the right opportunity for them to come flying in. As opposed, it's almost like you say to yourself, "Why can't it be like this all the time?" Because seriously,
my man's like, I still got people on hold. I haven't even got back to everybody yet.
Not too many of them have that problem. That's a good problem to have.
Like that's the craziest thing ever. Like, before now, I've had people hit me up for sponsorships, and coming in, I've had like 10 sponsors that held me down, and then once this came out, it's like, damn, I can't keep people away right now. It's like it's a great problem to have with this many people hitting me up, and we still got 2.5 weeks left, and like I said, it's been nothing but love and support. And of course, the haters talking that shit, but whatever. But, these sponsors coming in, man, it's been great. Like,
you may have to get 2 shirts. You may actually have to get 2 fucking shirts.
Take off one shirt, you take off the top shirt,
and then
you have another shirt on.
Hey, look, y'all asked Mr. Feldman and Nate Shook about that. But, hey, if they allow me to have a second shirt to walk out and hold it up, I'm all for it. I'm all about promoting people that promote me.
You wear them both. You wear them both. You make it seem like it's the one shirt to take off, and you're like, oh, I got another one.
How about that?
And you do a little spin and everything like that to show that that you're representing. Then you take off that. Yeah, then you're like, yeah, that's the last one. That's the last one. There you go.
Hey, and now that you mention it, hey, that might happen.
Dude, I think that would own on camera. I think that, I mean, even the commentators would put that over. And he's like, man, this guy's so popular with the sponsors. He even forgot that he had his second sponsor shirt on. Look at that.
Dude, hey, that might work. You heard it here first. If y'all see me with a second shirt full of sponsors, hey, the idea came for these guys first.
Well, nobody else does that, man. That would be kind of like an original thing right there, dude. That would even.
Hey, might start a trend. Might start a trend. Hey, it might start a trend.
That's funny, but you got to sell that second shirt like you didn't even know it was there.
Did you do this? I don't know where this come from.
Yeah. Sell it to like your corner. Did you do this? Did you do this
on me?
What the
heck is this? Did you do this? Bob, is this you? No? Okay.
That's something to think about though, for real. But right now I'm pretty much done with my shirt. Because there's a stipulation with my shirt too, so I'm rocking with it. So I'm doing whatever they tell me I need to do and making myself available for all things. But if by chance I might throw that in as a slider and come and have a second shirt in.
It'll be fucking cool. I think it'll be cool. It's one extra thing to add on to what you bring to the ring. I mean, it can't hurt. It couldn't hurt if you're allowed to do it. It couldn't hurt.
Point to Wheelock on the side, like, Wheelock, is this you? You do this?
Oh man. Or I might just have my my corner wear my second sponsor shirt. Bam.
Hey.
That would be crazy too.
I like the idea of the second shirt better, man. Honestly, because honestly, you're the one that's selling the sponsors, and honestly, it's not something that I've seen anybody do before. I've never seen anybody do something like that before, which would make you an original. And like I said, something like that, if the commentators picked up on that, they'd sell the shit out of that for you.
I love it.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
They'd sell the shit out of that for you. Absolutely.
Well, brother, listen,
yeah.
man. Well, I know we've kept you like an hour, man, but
hey,
dude,
I ain't got nothing but time for you guys.
Hey, well, dude, when I say I appreciate it is an understatement, man. And like I said, I literally wish you nothing but
we
luck.
love you, man, and you know that.
Yeah, we do. We love you, man. We really do. So we appreciate everything, man. And like I know you kind of made last minute time for us. I know you've been stupid busy,
Yes,
just
sir.
getting all this stuff taken care of, and between the sponsor stuff and making sure your training's on point. And I know time is very valuable, especially right now leading up into this. So.
Right now. So I'm going to tell you what, man, we're going to give you one last chance. Any kind of shout outs, anything you want to tell anybody watching, what's coming up, in the next couple of weeks from what whatever you want to say, we're going to give you a minute or two to go ahead and get it out there. So Mr. Red Rimz, the floor is yours.
Like I said before, I thank all my sponsors. I named everybody. Thankful for the people who've been in this fight camp with me for these past 10 weeks. I know my family and my friends and people that I work with are tired of my bullshit because I've been a man on a mission. I've been pissed off. I've been ready to bite people's head off. I actually flipped out at work last week, but I swallowed my pride and apologized. But I just want to thank everybody for all these blessings and everybody that's, hit me up on Cash App and stuff, showing love, and everyone who's inboxed me, whether it was good or bad. And, like I said, hey, everyone keep me trending. Like, it's been fun being trending on Facebook and on Instagram and stuff. And, let's keep this ball rolling. I can't wait to show up and show out and fight for everybody. And, without all the people that surrounded me and people that supported me since day one, this wouldn't be possible.
Love it. Every second of it. All day, every day. A1 since day one. I'm taking it out of your page, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and I'll see you in Call of Duty in like 30, 40 minutes if you're going to be on there.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely playing Call of Duty. But, hey, right. y'all keep my hashtag alive, too.
100%.
My idol has become my rival.
My idol has become my rival. Ooh, I like that, man.
We'll
Good wordplay. Good wordplay.
We'll do it.
Yes, sir.
I'll put it into. We'll put it into the post. The hashtag. We'll put it in there.
That's now a hashtag leading all the way up, brother. All the way up.
Yes, sir.
100%.
Thank you, guys. Man. Yeah, thank y'all for having me. It's always love, and it's been a great journey. I'm glad I've met you guys. Like I said, I talk to y'all personally outside of the podcast, so I rock with y'all stupid hard.
Well, hopefully we'll see you up in Belfast, man. Hopefully we'll see you in Belfast. So
yes, sir.
And we'll hang out for a minute. So like I said, we appreciate you, man. We'll let you go. I know we kept you, but like I said, thank you. Good luck, brother. And like we'll talk soon. We'll keep in touch,
sir.
man.
All right,
thank you, guys.
You're welcome, brother. Oh, I always have fun. I always feel better after I talk to Brian, man. Brian has just got that kind of positivity that's ridiculous.
He really does, man.
It's infectious, man. Win, lose, or draw, the guy. It's not that often that you see someone even. He was talking about that. Unfortunately, in bare knuckle, he's on a 3-fight losing streak, and he's never been on a losing streak in his life. But even though that he still is on a losing streak via bare knuckle fighting championship, he still has the best attitude. And I mean, you can't keep this man down. You absolutely can't.
Well, I was gonna say, like, one of the things, man, is you can't fake work ethic, right? You can't fake.
It's right there on display.
You can't fake that, and like you always see him busting his ass in the gym, no matter the circumstance. And it's you see it, and like you said, you know who's who, right? I know everybody says this, but that phrase, the real recognizes real kind of thing. Right. I think it's true, in his circumstance. And there's a handful of people who are really, who are just fucking real. And he's one of them.
He is.
And like
and
you said,
Scott Bird is not one of them.
Oh my God.
Scott Bird is he's a
Speaking
scam.
of Scott Bird, he says, great show except for Jeff. Monica, best of skill to you. Who sponsored your show tonight?
Not you, old man. That's for damn sure.
Unfortunately, I do have to say this, guys. Police Gazette Boxing Corporation and the Bare Knuckle Hall of Fame. This show, number 49, is brought to you by Mr. Scott Burt. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Don't forget, Hall of Fame is next week. So if you're going to be in town, 2020 and 2021, and don't forget, there's also going to be the Bare Knuckle Tryouts too. So there's a lot of things going on next week. And
he's a scammer. He's a schemer. He's Eric Bischoff of Bare Knuckle.
I just want to say thank you to Scott Burt for. He's bringing me out there. He's putting me up in his house, in his own home.
No, he's not. That's a lie. That's a lie.
I just can't.
He's not bringing him out there. I know the truth. That is a lie. That is a lie.
Let me tell you what. I've never felt more welcome, and I'm not even there yet. I've never felt.
Oh my God!
I've never felt more welcome.
You are so good at pathological lying. I mean, it's not even.
I'm not lying, Jeff. Listen. They have welcomed me into their homes with open arms. Listen, Judy, Scott, you know what? I'm not even there. Right now. I'm not even there, but I know I'm going to feel at home when I'm there.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Seriously, man. Fertilizer salesman, the best one in the business.
I know I'm going to feel at home, and I just.
Oh, that is not happening. That is not happening. I wouldn't. I'm seriously. I wouldn't share a room with you if the world were flooded with piss and you lived in a tree. Never.
Well, it's going to be an interesting first day, then, huh?
Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah. I didn't know you swing that way. Look how high up your eyebrows went, man.
Thank you guys for having me. Hey, like I said, thank you for coming on, man. Like I said,
if you show up to Scott's house with a banjo, I will kick your fucking ass.
J&J or stepbrothers. Maybe.
Remember, not see. Look at once again, Scott only has one thing on his mind, and that's the culo.
Well, for one, too, we already discussed.
That's the only thing he wants. I mean, seriously, his nickname is Brown Eye.
We've already discussed some options for my sleeping arrangements.
It's going to be out in the front lawn.
No, we've discussed several options, and I just we're going to make it work.
No, we're not.
It work. Yeah.
No, we're not. I would.
We're going to make it work. Yeah.
No, we won't. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. We're going to make it work. And like I said, I can't say it enough. Like I said, Scott, thank you. That's a shoot. Thank you.
And
thank you.
I love how you're holding that straight face. And the minute that this goes off camera, you're just going to be laughing your ass off, man. You're going to be like Rick on fucking Pawn Stars.
There's nothing funny about feeling hospitable. Like, I think Scott and Judy have done a great job at making me feel welcome.
You actually have to be invited. And
Scott sent me a text message today and said, can't wait to see you, next weekend. And it really made me feel good.
I love how
and he said I can't
straight face. I'm not nervous. I'm just not sharing a room with anybody.
He said he's like, I'm really looking forward to having you out. I haven't been out there yet, so Scott's looking forward to showing me around. And like I said,
he can show you around all he wants, just as long as it's not in the same room, because that's not happening.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Jeff sounds nervous. I don't sound nervous. I sound terrified is what it is. It's terrified about the fact that Josh is being welcomed into their home, and Scott's all talking about, make sure not to sleep on your stomach. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
I don't want to say that.
I wouldn't. I'm going to tell you something, old man. I wouldn't step one toe in your mausoleum if you paid me. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Okay.
In all honesty, that was part of the discussion today.
Great, let it be part of the discussion. I'd rather sleep in my rental car than sleep in that. There.
We had a three-way call.
I bet you had a three-way.
No, Jeff.
I bet you had a three-way. All right.
Jeff. We had Jeff, be nice.
I don't have to be nice.
Be nice, Jeff.
I don't have to be nice. This is Loudmouth Fisticuffs. This is the one place where I don't have to be nice.
I don't want to pull this card, but
pull what card?
Let's just say
Pull what card?
I've got
no. What?
Listen.
What?
Listen,
Go ahead.
I don't want to pull
Mr.
this
Big
card.
Balls. Come on.
Listen, Jeff.
Come on.
I don't want to pull this card.
Come on, pull it. I don't give a fuck. What you got? What you got? What you got?
I do have a little bit of say so over your sleeping arrangements. That's I just don't want to pull that card though. I don't want to do it.
Well, pull it because it's bullshit.
I don't want to do it to you, Jeff.
Bullshit.
If we could just be civil about this and be platonic, there's nothing.
Oh my good lord, the shit is getting thick. I didn't know you could stack crap that high. My
Scott has
God.
cameras installed. Yes, he does. He actually, I informed him on the
Yeah,
brand to get.
yeah. Scott's a pervert. Of course, he has the cameras installed. He's probably gonna have his own temporary 1-day OnlyFans page.
Episode 50, Knuckletown. That is a shoot. I can't wait. Episode 50, live stream.
I'm gonna tell you something. He's got a different idea of what his perception of Knuckletown is. He wants to go.
Yeah, no, we are going to live stream it. Howie, the only thing we haven't worked out yet is
Howie. You are an enabler.
Listen, me and Scott we're working out the financial details of that because it is going to be a paid stream. So it's going to be going on from Thursday through Sunday.
If you want a paid stream with me elbowing you in the fucking face and putting you to sleep, then go right ahead. Make money on that. I'll make money on that. No problem.
Listen, you go to OnlyFans.
50 bucks. Fuck you.
Listen, go to onlyfans.com/loudmouth. Use promo code Loudmouth Fisticuffs.
I don't know where he comes up with this shit, man.
And it's going to be $5.99, and it will get you from Thursday to Sunday. You're going to have 4 days of streaming time. Onlyfans.com/loudmouth. Use the promo code Loudmouth Fisticuffs. That's $6. That's $6. That's $1.50 a day. That's $1.50 a day for 4 days. You're not going to find a better value than that. And let me tell you something. It's going to be something. Me and Scott have some things up our sleeves.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure that you're probably going to be the first in the train. I'm sure that I'm sure Scott wants to run a train on your ass with some locals over there in Belfast. give you a different idea of what.
Why do you go there, Jeff? Why do you always go there?
I go there as opposed to onlyfans.com/loudmouth. You went way farther than I did there, pal.
First off,
a lot farther.
First off, OnlyFans isn't just about the dirty stuff, okay? It is
yeah. With your decrepit ass and Scott Bird, it is. You gotta remember that you are dealing with a man off his fucking rocker. He's insane. He's crazy. He just isn't there anymore. His wrinkled ass is over there, and fucking, he's a goddamn nudist. And nobody, I'm going to tell you something, old man, right here, right now. Nobody wants to see that shit. I'm going to tell you, right? You are the reason why clothes exist. You are the reason why clothes exist. Nobody wants to see you take your ball sack and tie it around your thigh. Nobody wants to see that. You'd be like a fucking dinosaur, man. It's easy to find Scott walking because, his balls drag out behind him like a tail track.
You
started it, Scott. Let's just go ahead and take comfort in the fact that you started. I'm just fighting back, okay? You are running out of ammunition, sir.
Scott,
and in the end, I'm the one who is going to fuck you up.
Let me just address
fuck you up.
Scott, I'm sorry. I got to pull that. I don't feel comfortable now.
You're not pulling shit.
I don't feel comfortable. I don't know if I feel comfortable with him in the same room I don't know if I feel comfortable now.
I wouldn't do it on my best. I wouldn't be in the same room with you on my best day. You couldn't pay me enough.
That's kind of what we were hoping. We would hoping you would say that. We were hoping you would say that. So, we'll send you the updated arrangements, the updated itinerary.
StreamYard me, and I'll take him into deep water. Let me tell you something, you geriatric fuck. You ain't taking me nowhere. You ain't taking me nowhere. The only place I'm going to take you is to the old folks' home. I'm going to fucking leave you there. You ain't taking me nowhere. Deep water? I'll take you into deep water, old man, and I'll make sure that you don't come up for air. I told you, don't fuck with me.
Listen.
No, I don't need a fucking moderator against Scott Burt. Scott, I'm the one who's supposed to take it calm, and yet Scott is the agitator. Scott's the fucking agitator, and yet you're taking his side. Of course, even my wife takes his side. Oh, don't pick on the old man, old man, old man. The old man's still an asshole.
Hold on. Let's listen. Let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead and fix this situation. Hold on 1 second, okay?
There ain't nothing to fix.
Yeah,
there you go. Exactly. Oh my God. Oh my God. Of course you had to do that. God, I can smell your stank ass breath from here. God. Jesus Christ, man. What were you doing? Seriously, it smells like he was chowing on a rhino's ass.
Scott, if we could, let's talk some business just for a second. Hold on 1 second, Jeff. Let's talk some business real quick.
We can. I just
so
I
listen.
let you know, I forgot to tell you that the twin beds are literally about 10 inches apart.
Listen,
or Jeff Houston's.
I no longer feel comfortable with Jeff in the same room with me.
I ain't good. Oh shit.
So I don't feel comfortable.
Did we lose him? Can we finally have the Josh and Scott show?
Oh no. I put him off so we could talk business.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you want to do? I gotta put on the back porch.
I mean, it's not too cold up there this time of year, right?
Well, yeah, we don't have any hookers around here though.
Back on here.
Okay, now we're good.
My name's Scott. I'm just my name's Scott. I take off my clothes and I scare
you
young
need
children.
You need big mittens there, Bernie.
I don't need mittens. My cold hands remind you of death.
I don't feel comfortable with Jeff anymore. He's lost it. I don't feel comfortable.
Like you look over and there he is. Doing that.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine how terrifying that would be, Scott?
Oh,
3 o'clock in the morning, I roll over and I look at this, and he's doing this.
You're doing that.
I'm. What am I going to do? I'm not going to recover from that.
No,
you're gonna have to make sure you got some iron.
No,
chastity belt.
I'm taking you both. I'm taking you both in the deep end. I'm going to show you what the deep end truly means.
Oh my God,
I'm scared.
Yeah,
Scott.
How do you do this every week with this guy?
Well,
we're not worried about you.
Oh my Lord.
Look at him. Oh my God.
If I was a bartender, I would cut Jeff off by now. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do.
He's got nothing left to cut off.
I wouldn't buy an apple from you, son of a bitch.
Off the
wait till you guys get up here next week.
We're just having fun, but I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you something, you slick son of a bitch. And I'm not talking to Scott. I'm talking to my fucking co-host that has the power to put me in the green room. Don't put me in the fucking green room.
I had to talk business.
That's right.
With Mr. Burt.
That's
not
right.
on our time. You can talk off.
Listen.
This is our time.
Jeff,
I don't have to listen.
Josh,
go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it again.
Listen,
Josh, like
I had to speak business with Mr. Burt. It's not
you can do that on your.
You're not
do that on
that
your
information.
You can do that on your own fucking time.
No, sir.
Your trip
Yes,
is
sir.
on me, Josh. No problem.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to charge you double for the old man there.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh God.
Anything for you.
We gotta put a blocker.
When does his contract run out anyway?
There ain't no fucking contract, old man.
Well,
and you know it.
Well, no, actually, no, he's not lying. It's month to month. There is no contract. He's not lying on that one.
It's
month
month
to
I've been
month.
getting a lot of
month to
fan
month.
requests wanting to know what I'm
So, in terms of
see the bullshit, it's getting
in terms of a legality standpoint,
what the fuck? Who cares about that? I don't know if I can talk as much as him though.
Nobody can talk as much as me.
Listen,
You know, if you go past 10 seconds, he doesn't say anything. He starts
Yeah.
to fall asleep and get irritated.
Yeah.
See, that's 10 seconds.
Hillbilly Hammer beer. I can't wait for that, man.
Oh,
Yeah, I definitely want to try that, man. Hillbilly Hammer. Is that an IPA or is that
They got 3D glasses that comes with it too, or something.
I saw that.
What are you talking about?
It's got like the red blue 3D glass. That's a shoot. It comes with the beer.
Yeah.
Does it?
That's
really?
real. Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you put them on, I think you can see me in the background.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Well, then that's one beer I'm never touching.
You're sucking it up, Jeff.
See, once again, going back to the suck, he talks about the rear ends, he talks about sucking. I mean, that may be your agenda, but it's not mine.
IPA, according to Howie. It'll be an IPA.
Yeah.
A hazy IPA.
Hey,
Man.
Josh, what do you like for breakfast? I thought we would make you something every
Yep.
morning.
No, you know what? And when you shot me the menu this morning,
my favorite
I was a
breakfast
little
is any
busy,
breakfast that is not shared with Josh. That's my
hold
favorite
on.
breakfast.
Wait. Now hold. Well,
I hold my hand right there. I can't see Jeff.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Listen, no, and I appreciate you sending over that menu this morning. I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? Let's do
Judy likes that French pepper steak, but it takes her. She has to give it 4 o'clock in the morning.
For Friday, if you don't mind, for Friday, can we do the? I'd like to do the eggs Benedict and the hash browns.
Where the fuck do you think you're staying, man?
Well,
you horrible little man!
Won't you take me on the?
What's he talking about? What's he talking about? I don't know.
I thought you were taking me out on the company's dime on Friday morning. Just you and me.
No, you're right, Scott. I apologize. You are correct.
Just you and me.
Yeah,
But
you are right. You are correct.
The next
Correct.
morning, we're going to have some eggs Benedict, some steak,
That's correct.
things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. No, you're right.
These guys are so good at pushing the button. It's this big fucking button that says
Jeff
fuck
wants
with
sausage
Jeff
for
Houston.
breakfast. Well, there'll be plenty of it.
How the fuck do you know that, fag?
You can't say stuff like that, Jeff.
I did.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I'm
You
talking.
can't say that, Jeff.
I said it about
I
Howie.
no,
and
I have
Howie
no part
alone.
of that. No
See,
part.
Oh, you guys are.
and Scott, this is part of the. I'm dealing with legality issues with
This
Mr.
is why
Houston.
they want you and me.
This
to be on
is-
the show.
This is part of the.
yeah.
This is part of the
Yeah.
dispute that
Yeah.
I'm having. He doesn't understand that I have to deal with the legal side of
The
this.
FFC, right? Or whatever.
I'm the one that deals with the lawsuits, and
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh,
the
yeah.
one that deals with all the defamation suits.
Yeah, I could just see.
I'm the one that has to deal with that.
defamation suits. Please.
I'm the one that has to
Did you
deal
see
with.
what he wears? I call it
You-
defecation.
All he's in charge of is billing. I'm the one that does everything around
I'm in
here.
charge of.
I'm
billing.
sick
If
of
I
it,
were in
Scott.
charge of. Fuck you.
I'm
Fuck
sorry.
You too.
Yeah,
I lost my
Seriously.
cool. I'm sorry. I lost my cool.
Oh, you
I
lost your cool.
apologize.
You lost your cool.
I'm
you lost
sorry.
your cool. Well, let me go ahead and tell you something. Let me tell you something about losing your fucking cool. You're not losing your fucking cool on me, okay? I'm the one that's in charge of this bitch. I'm the one that's in charge of this beast. You want to talk about boring? Go ahead and put you guys on there. It's boring and boring plus. Fuck you.
I'm ashamed right now.
Eggs Benedict? Is that what you
Yeah,
like?
eggs bidding over easy. Over easy.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes we have hard-boiled eggs.
That's all right.
It's
Okay.
Do you eat them from the pointy end or the fat end?
No preference.
Oh, really? You know,
Do you serve them in like that single metal, like the little metal
Yeah,
goblet?
countries went to war over which way to eat them.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, guys. This is Loudmouth Fisticuffs. This is not what we're having in Breakfast Town, USA. Let's start talking about something that's actually worth a damn. I don't give a fuck what you're having for breakfast, Josh. What I do care about is our wonderful Loudmouth Fisticuffs fans.
No, I agree. Let's talk about something, Scott. Of course, next week we have the 2020 and 2021 induction ceremonies. We've got the BKFC tryouts. We've got just a shindig of stuff happening. Just a load of stuff happening next week.
400.
Thank God. Thank God his feet is finally failing.
Over
Thank,
400.
there is a God. His feet is failing. Thank you. Thank you.
All
You're cut.
right.
You're cutting out a little
All
bit,
right.
Scott.
Can't wait to see you guys next week.
All right.
All right.
Bye, Scott.
Bye.
All right. Okay. Bye. 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 Your 15 minutes of fame are over. Thank Christ. Jesus Christ. I swear to God, it's almost like I took 190-pound shit and I feel so much better. Oh.
Well, I hope you're proud of yourself.
I am.
That was completely uncalled for.
Yeah, go whatever. Whatever. It's called entertainment.
Ugh.
It's called entertainment there,
Well,
good shuddy.
You say potato, I say potato.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you say upper decker and I say lower decker.
You mean it's in like an upper decker, like a
Yeah, like you're the one who ends up taking a shit in the toilet tank.
the shit in the tank?
Yeah, you shit in the tank. You shit in the tank. Yes. Oh, that was so much fun. That was so much fun. That
Hank
was
is bringing his drone. That'll
okay.
be cool.
That's cool. That's cool.
Where's Hank? Where's Hank from? Hank from like the Midwest, right? He's like,
I don't know.
where the fuck is Hank at? Is Hank still on here?
I'm sure he is.
I think
Oh
Hank's
my
like
God.
Midwest or something. I'm not sure. Like
that was madness what just took place, and it was so much
well,
fun.
it was your fault.
It was not my fault. It was not my fault. It was your fault for bringing on the old man in the first place. You know what kind of combustible elements
I
take
can't.
place?
Well, if the sponsor wants to come on, I have to bring
The
him on.
sponsor.
What am I
Okay.
going to tell him? No.
Obviously, you're not very good at your job because rarely do I see any.
You're right, because
kind
I
of
do
sponsors.
everything, Jeff. You're right. I'm sorry. I can't be great at every single job, okay?
Wow. Somebody's a little mad over there. Somebody's a little testy.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Apparently, your balls have dropped. So apparently, you're feeling a little bit better about yourself there, Mrs. Hey, see, look, he can't take it. I knew eventually at one point he would pussy out on me. I'm bringing the noise like I do every week. And I knew at one point he would just have enough that he'd just pussy out. I mean, this is supposed to be 100% in your face, and he can't take it. He really can't. Yeah, seriously. We have been in the kitchen the whole fucking time, and he just can't take the heat. You still want to know who wins? Ryan, really? Okay, I'm the one that's calling you to the ring. I'm the one giving you the $1 million introduction. All he's giving you is a cheap-ass little medal that doesn't mean anything. I'm fucking
I think
around.
he's talking about you and me.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that because I fight dirty. I'll turn this into They Live Part 2. Oh, thank God. Now I can actually get on with a wonderful show for everybody watching Loudmouth Fisticuffs. Uh-oh. He's back. I can't believe that I'm pissing him off. He's actually getting pissed off. He's actually getting pissed off on episode number 49. Oh my God.
I'll even put my 10 pounds of gold on the line against you, Jeff.
You're holding it with your fingertips. How much of that can be fucking 10 pounds?
My 10 pounds of gold.
I'm going to tell you something right there, man. That right there, that's aluminum. There ain't no gold in that.
It's not aluminum. It's not. It's a real belt.
I'm sure it's a real belt. He's got himself a real belt. So therefore, I mean, he's worth a damn. I forgot. Because remember, Scott has a world champion shoe belt, but that belt was self-bought and it was manufactured. So it doesn't mean dick. Wasn't given to him by a fan.
What does it say?
It wasn't given to him by a committee.
Dude, that's like champion.
Okay, fine. From a million fucking years ago.
That's all right. I never lost it.
Oh, we never lost it.
I'm a lifetime champion.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. If we do have that fight, then you better sell for me. You better sell for me, man, because I'll sell for you. I'm not going to be Steven Seagal. I'll fucking sell.
Are we going to kayfabe it? Okay,
it's up to you. I mean, it's up to you. You can go hard way or easy. You can go hard way or easy way. I don't care, man. I mean, I'll keep the fucking blade in my mouth if I have to. I'll tuck the blade in my cheek. Hogan does it. Shawn does it.
What Flair did was because Flair used to have the tapes around his fingers. He would cut like a little sliver of a razor, and he would just And see, like when it doesn't look like you're doing anything, and he would have it like poking out, and he would just be like, "Oh," and just dig into his forehead.
He'd sell. You'd see when he did that. Yeah, no. You're absolutely right. Speaking of which, I want to talk about something seriously in these big Coke bottle glasses and this hat. I changed it up a little. I mean, they pissed me off, so I came back as the old decrepit, Scott motherfucking Burt, which he is. But I want to talk about the latest Dark Side of the Ring. Good Dark Side.
Which one's the latest one?
Nick Effing Gage. Nick Effing Gage, man. Good.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
It's good.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's good, man. I have so many. I don't know if I call them friends, but I've been on the road with them. When they, back in the day when I was announcing pro wrestling. That's fucked up.
I'm not gonna. I can't.
Yeah, well, no, it is.
Can't.
It is. I know you can't, but he's right. He's right. But getting back to what I was saying, man, there's a lot.
My belt is legitimate, not the pause. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I just want.
What I was just saying is that there's a lot of guys that were coming up in the death match style of wrestling. One of them that I worked with frequently was my boy Dylan, who's better known as Necro Butcher. And Necro Butcher, probably one of the more premier deathmatch guys, which I'm sure eventually Dark Side of the Ring's going to do.
Very well spoken guy.
Oh, dude, he's intelligent as fuck.
He's super intelligent.
He's intelligent as fuck. And he's got this really deep.
I've met him one time. I met him one time, and I mean, I only talked maybe 5 minutes with him, but dude was super fucking intelligent.
And I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to pain management, man, for him it's just weed and beer. He doesn't take any pills. Nothing. His entire pain management is completely satisfied on weed and beer, and I respect the fuck out of that. That's
fucking insane.
It is insane, and you have to remember how many years that he wrestled barefoot too.
It's crazy because of somebody like that who, it's unfortunate. I mean, I'm sure he made a little bit of money, because he was on the tippy top of the indie scene. Dude,
but he was living in Japan. I mean, he had to have been making good money at one point. Fuck, he was in The Wrestler. Yeah. He was in the fucking movie The Wrestler, and he was fantastic. It was one of my favorite scenes out of the whole goddamn one, to see the idea of a 1980s guy go into that hardcore, and they made it. Dude, it wasn't like movie hardcore. You know how they tone it down a little bit and they don't make it seem like you were at a fucking CZW show.
Right.
I felt like I was at a fucking CZW show when I was watching that. Because they were doing all the stuff. They were doing the staple guns. They were doing the glass panels. They were doing the light tubes. They were doing everything. And they were doing all the contraptions that they would make out of light tubes and thumbtacks and duct tape, because, they're well known about that. CZW for the longest time was the hardcore standard in the United States. But now that has shifted slightly over to Game Changer. Game Changer right now is the big one.
That's where Dean Ambrose came from.
His original, he's
John
under
Moxley.
He's under his original moniker, John Moxley.
Yeah.
But what was messed up about the Nick Gage one is that a lot of people know what the Tournament of Death is.
Yeah.
And how they had to relocate at one point the Tournament of Death because there was no way that they could hold something this crazy within any city limits. So they literally had to take it out to the boondocks in Delaware. It's literally like Woodstock of deathmatch wrestling. It's out in the middle of fucking nowhere in the field.
There's a lot of in the middle of nowhere in Delaware. There ain't shit in Delaware.
No, it's just like what Wayne said. Hi, I'm in Delaware. And that's pretty much,
There's two little areas that have there's a couple malls in Delaware. Other than
that's it. And that's
because there's literally almost no reason to even pass through Delaware. There's no reason to.
It's pretty though. It's pretty. I'll tell you, it's nice and green. It's nice and green. I'll tell you that much. But what was interesting on that particular Tournament of Death is that it was the final match between Nick Gage and a very popular hardcore wrestler from Europe out of Germany, Thumbtack Jack. Crazy motherfucker. But what's funny about deathmatch wrestling is usually the worst injuries are the ones that happen from fucking nothing.
Right.
You think that
a fucking Russian leg sweep or something.
Yeah. And all this was a reversal It was a reversal Irish whip into the ropes, and of course the ropes were surrounded by the light tubes. And when he went through the light tube, one light tube didn't completely give. As he went through it, like a shard of it stayed and followed him down into his side, and it severed like a whole shit ton of arteries. It was bad, man. Yeah, I think that was one of the more recent ones. That was one of the more recent. I was watching that match that he had the other day, GCW match. But yeah, it was nothing, man. Look at this. I mean, it's just, I would say it's barbaric, but it's not, because they know what they're getting into. It's brutal. It's beyond. Yeah, look at that.
I remember that.
I do too. That was fucking Zandig again.
Fuck
Zandig, that. Zandig loves to fucking jump off of buildings, man. He did that shit with Sick Nick Mondo. I think it was like the second Tournament of Death that he did that shit. Yeah, it was like either the second or the third one where he went off the fucking.
Fuck that.
Yep. That's crazy, man. But then again, you gotta be a twisted psycho motherfucker to do this stuff. You gotta be crazy. And then there he is, Mr. David Arquette, who had no fucking clue what he was getting himself into, man. He admitted that he was over his head. But see, this is where he ended up having that because he got him in the neck, but it wasn't nearly as bad. In fact, fucking Nick Gage was calling him a pussy because he was saying, oh man, it wasn't squirting. It wasn't going out there, man. I mean, it was just a little trickle. But then again, he's a Hollywood guy that's not used to death matches, so of course he's going to react that way. But if that was it. That was it. Just something like that, just tossed right through, severed all those arteries. He actually fucking died. What happened was that they couldn't get an ambulance in for him. So yeah, that's the same one. They couldn't get an ambulance in there, so they had to bring in a chopper. They had to airlift him out of there. While he was on the chopper, he was legally dead for 7 minutes. He was legally dead. I mean, he died. He died at the Tournament of Death. I mean, it's like, I know that that's a term of endearment, but he fucking died at the Tournament of Death.
I might have to.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I mean, I respect it because the fact I do see it as an art form. I see it as a very fucked up art form. It's not the kind of art form that you would compare to anything else. It's an art form that stands on its own. And a lot of people wouldn't see it as art. They see it as garbage style. They see it as bullshit. But there is an art to deathmatch style wrestling. There really is. But you have to be a special kind of person, just like you have to be the special kind of person in order to get involved in bare knuckle fighting.
Touche.
You have to be. But I respect the deathmatch wrestlers. I really do, because these guys, unfortunately, they don't have the bodies. They're not pretty enough, and they may not even have the mic skills in order to last in WWE. Do I think Nick Gage could kill it in AEW? Oh, fuck yeah. I actually think the way if he got something going on and a nice, good old-fashioned feud with Jon Moxley, kind of start something up again, John could sell the fuck out of that at AEW, because AEW doesn't mind dipping their toes into extreme hardcore. I mean, look what happened with the fight against Jon Moxley and what's his name?
Did you see that fucking zombie bullshit from Sunday?
Well, of course I did. I was actually doing, I did a little live thing. I don't know if you watched it, but that's the first thing that we talked about. Adam brought that up, and I'm like, am I a 43-year-old man watching a WWE pay-per-view that's featuring a zombie lumberjack match? Please. I'm like, please tell me that I'm not doing that. And I'm like, and yes, I am. Fight off. Well, apparently Miz got hurt. Miz tore an ACL in this match somewhere. So he got legitimately hurt somewhere. But what I can't stand is that at the end of the match, the zombies pile on him like they're like a George Romero movie trying to tear him apart. I'm like, we obviously know this isn't a movie, and that's not going to happen, and they're not going to show anything like that. So there's no closure point for this kind of concept. It's fucking stupid.
Rumble versus Dakota Cochran and BKFC would be fucking insane.
Oh, it would. It would.
Come on, video.
But Rumble's doing a fantastic job, man. He got himself a good W over there in Bellator, man, and he's ready to tear up the 205. Ready to tear it up at 205, man. He looked real good. He looked really good. I was impressed. I've always been impressed with Anthony. Anthony's always been a fantastic fighter. He's always been a top-notch fighter. We just want to see him in bare knuckle. We've been wanting to see him in bare knuckle. And, of course, they were doing the zombie thing because they were trying to put over this Dave Bautista Army of the Dead. But let me ask you something, Josh. I don't know if you know, the Army of the Dead movie, that's a rated R movie, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so they're trying to sell zombies for a rated R movie to kids. That makes that makes absolutely no fucking sense to me. Now I get it. I know what it's all about. But at one point, God, you're pissing off. You're pissing off so many. You're pissing off so many. Do you know how many people changed the channel after that shit? So many.
I think it's a combination. It's an easy tie-in because it's Batista, right?
It's a clown show.
It's an easy tie-in because of that, and then of course the money, so
it's a clown show though. I mean, it's beyond a clown show. And there were some good matches. There were some good matches. I know money supersedes ethics, Howie. I mean, you're stating the obvious. I totally get that. But there were some good matches on that card. The triple threat match between Lashley and Strowman and Drew was great. Dude, those guys work so well together.
That's a lot of fucking meat in one ring.
Dude, that's beef. Fucking Bobby Heenan said, "You know where the beef is, man? There's the beef." I mean, seriously, man, crazy. And then the main event, dude, everybody knows that fucking Cesaro's the fucking man. I mean, he
has been for a while.
Dude, Claudio has been the man.
Claudio Castagnoli?
Yes, man. He's been the fucking man for as long as I can remember, man. Seriously, man. He was just, his indie matches between him and Mike Quackenbush.
Yeah.
Dude,
they were fucking. I'll tell you how far I go back.
I'm very blessed. I've announced 2 of them.
Have you really?
I have actually announced 2. He had a nice little tour in San Antonio through Anarchy Championship Wrestling right at the beginning of this. This was around 2007, and he had a 2-day tour in San Antonio, and I got to announce both days, and I got to see the magic. And you want to talk about chemistry between 2 workers? Nobody on the WWE roster could match up better with him than Mike Quackenbush. Nobody.
Mike Quackenbush.
Oh, no.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Dude, well, come on. I mean, he was one of the longest reigning NWA light heavyweight champions ever.
Cruiserweight champion.
Yeah, he was one of the longest. He was one of the longest reigning, and obviously, I mean, he's famous with Chikara. I mean, he's a legendary trainer right now. I mean, he's put out such amazing talent.
I mean, in all fairness, though, let me see. I'm gonna find this. In all fucking fairness, it's kind of hard because there was nobody who could hold that title. So
No. I mean, yeah, there were only so many people around at that time who were as physically gifted as Quackenbush was, man. He was just incredible. But when he would step into the ring with Claudio, man, it was another level. It was another level. They were so fucking creative. And the one thing that I loved most of all about their matches is the way that Claudio would Irish whip Mikey in using his ear. He wouldn't grab him by the wrist. He'd actually Irish whip him using his ear. And a lot of people didn't know that, and that they would work the fuck out of that ear. They would work it. And as you know, nobody in the entire wrestling world, and you'll probably agree with me on this, Josh, nobody does a better European uppercut than he does. Nobody can pull out a European uppercut out of anywhere, no matter what. I saw the coolest thing in one of their matches that they did once.
All right, here we go.
The Mankind, the Mick Foley clothesline where they go all the way over.
Yep.
Well, before you go into that, let me tell you. You know that clothesline, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, just imagine Quackenbush on the rope, Claudio coming over, huge fucking clothesline.
Which is how Vader almost lost his ear, by the way.
Exactly.
Side note.
Yeah, through the rope. Yeah. But he got closed all the way over. Claudio touches first. As soon as his feet touch, boom, lands a fucking European uppercut. As he's fucking clotheslining over, hits that perfect on his head, bam, right there. Just I've never seen a European uppercut implemented with over the top rope clothesline. It's a work of art. It was that pretty. It was that fucking pretty, man.
All right, now let's type in my name.
Yeah, I bet you're in there. Well, you've got to be in there.
I am.
Yeah, you
Lazarus,
got to be
right here.
Lazarus. What a fucking stupid name.
Hey, man. In-ring experience, 18
years.
I mean, I guess technically at this point, it has been about 18 years, but it's not like I'm technical high flyer. No, it's fucking not.
You were not a high flyer.
That is not. Hold on.
You were not.
Oh, shit. I got a fucking fight history on this bitch.
Look at
that. Look at this.
Ace, AWC, Three Rivers.
That was Virginia Pennsylvania.
Alpha. That's what you just had on there, the Virginia Alpha title, right?
Yep.
That's what you just had on there, right?
Yep.
Lazarus defeats Guido Corleone.
Let's see.
Let's see some names on there. I know Sean Calloway.
Well, that was me too.
Oh yeah,
that was my other name. Yeah.
I've heard it. Really, that was you?
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard that name before. I've heard that name before. Yeah.
This is not a full fight history.
Well,
but,
obviously not. It's just whatever they were able to drag up.
So that's
Grail. Who the fuck was Grail?
Huh. Oh yeah, I was in a North American tag team title fight. I remember that.
And Drake Tungsten. Interesting name.
This was.
What the fuck did Scott say? You fucked my mic. I didn't fuck shit, old man.
God, this was in this.
We're talking 15, 16 years ago.
Not that anybody gives a shit, but I remember at this time, this match right here, it was like right outside of Philadelphia. I'll never forget it. It was at like a YMCA right outside of Philadelphia.
Is that Levittown or Levittown?
Levittown,
yeah.
Yeah, so you type in Levittown, it literally like you go like matter of fact, you get off on the Philadelphia exit.
Look at you, man, outselling the Salvation Army Center.
Salvation Army, that's what it was. That's what
it says right there, yeah.
And I remember it was a tag team tournament or something for a title. And we both had titles, me and Pharaoh. And
did you wrestle a lot in Jersey?
A handful of times, yeah.
That's
what matter of fact, Jersey's where I had my fucking first blood match was in Jersey.
That's the wrestling capital of the
country.
Matter of
fact,
at least the Indies.
Right here. This was my first blood match. Was
against Grail
2/6/2007
at the Italian American Family Association. They always have such interesting names for their venues in Jersey.
Clifton, New Jersey, and then actually too.
Look at you, fucking wrestling in McKeesport up there.
I did. I went to. I wrestled McKeesport several times because it went through.
I've been there before. I've been to McKeesport before.
It went through like multiple. Because they were like one of the more. They were like an NWA affiliate for a long time, and they changed names a couple times. But I'm like, I can't. I mean, I'm sorry, fans. For going through, I just.
No, you're not. Oh no, you're not. Because if you were sorry, you would have stopped by now. He is not sorry. He is not sorry. Do not believe that phony apology bullshit. He's getting his shine on, and he knows it.
Okay, so let's see. Crusher fucking. Oh, this match right here. Wow, this brings back fucking memories.
This fucking podcast is draining me, man. Why the fuck did you have to bring on Scott Bird?
Crusher Hansen, he's a mainstay in Pittsburgh area wrestling.
I know who Crusher Hansen is.
This motherfucker, he goes, we're in the back. He goes, hey man, he's like, I'm gonna give you I got this move. It's like a reverse Razor's Edge I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
How the fuck do you do that? What, you go face first instead of back first?
Yeah, so he picks you up, and I'm like, so if he's looking forward, I'm behind him, like, so he's got me up on a razor's edge, but I'm looking forward.
But you're looking forward and not behind, and he just comes down on your face?
Well, no, he pushes, like, pushes me up and then guides me down, and I take a back, so like I flip over him.
Oh, you flip over to kind of like a Death Valley Driver or something
sort
like
of,
that?
kind of, yeah. I'm gonna have to take some more. I won't spend too much time. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Hey. Goddamn, I got match statistics. I got my title history on this bitch. I had no fucking clue.
Yep. That was a fun 10 minutes.
Listen, man. Look at this.
That was a Chumley outburst. Fucking Howie, did you just compare me to fucking Chumley? No, Chumley ain't got shit on me. Chumley, I'm gonna tell you, when Chumley has an outburst, it's very calm because Chumley's always fucking high. So Chumley is like, this is Chumley's outburst. Yeah, you serious? No, Rick, I can't. No, Rick, I can't come into work today. I'm upset, Rick. Chumley is I go to a much higher level than Chumley does. Chumley.
I held the title for 189 days.
God, that's a thing now. I remember at one point that wasn't a thing, and now all they love to do is every week 180 days, 200 days, 300 days. I mean that didn't start. I'm trying to pin down where that fucking started in WWE, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it started until around the CM Punk time, because CM Punk obviously was one of the longer reigning WWE champions, and he had held it for over 400 days.
Holy fuck! Sorry.
Okay, folks. I think this is a good time.
I'm sorry.
No. This is a good time to stop, because now we're running out of content, because, he's literally jacking himself off on his stats.
Jeff shouldn't call Scott that word. My best customers are gay people, big spenders. That's right, Jeff.
Oh my God, you guys are such pussies. Jesus Christ, man.
That's right, Jeff.
Obviously, I don't mean that. My God, you guys are pussies. Obviously, I don't mean that.
You can't say that either, Jeff.
I just did. No. I'm not a homophobic person. I'm not a racist person.
Hello?
I'm not a bigot person.
FCC?
Oh,
No.
How the fuck are you going to call the FCC on independent? So I don't think the FCC has any, jurisdiction on StreamYard.
You don't know that.
I do know that. The worst thing that could happen is Facebook jail. I've never been. I've never been to Facebook jail. I know you have.
Oh, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't?
Mm-mm.
I thought you had. I thought you had been to Facebook jail at least once.
Nope.
No, I've never been.
Well, I've had posts removed, but I've never actually been like suspended or anything. I've had like a couple posts removed.
Offensive comments. New York Tutors, come on now. I don't mean.
Yeah,
that.
we're just kidding. He doesn't mean it.
Never. A person's sexual preference are their own business.
Besides, just tune into the video next week. You'll see he doesn't mean it at all. So just wait till you see the stream next week.
Oh, come on. I'm not going to say it next week. The only reason that I said it is because of the references that Scott Burt was doing. Jesus.
No, what I'm saying is if he watches the stream set up in the room next week, he'll know.
There's no stream set up. That is the biggest bunch of BS.
He'll know you're not kidding. He'll know that you're not homophobic.
There's no stream set up. I can honestly tell you that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our tether for episode number 49. We are absolutely done. But the good thing is that we are just a little over 1 week away from the big one, episode 50, the big 50. And to commemorate episode number 50, of course, we are going to be live in Knuckletown, USA at the William Muldoon and John L. Sullivan training bards. And that's just a stone thrown away from the Police Gazette offices and also the Apollo training ring, which is going to be set up for our 400 plus fighters.
I mean, I know 400 people registered, or 400 people actually going to be there.
Are we going to have 400 people there? Probably not, but I'll tell you, we've got a bunch of people ready. Can we do it drunk? We can do it.
Wait, do what drunk?
Yeah. Be more specific there, Howie, because, I may have to say that word that New York tutors probably told me not to say again.
That you're still going to say anyway.
If you're going to act it, sure.
Oh.
If you're going to act it, hey, Scott acts the fool. I'm going to call him the fool. Scott always talks about, fisting and, assholes and everything like that. I mean,
Lord.
And here I am saying one little word out of a joking sense. And
can we do 50 drunk? Why? Well, depending on the day, are we going to do it Saturday?
No, we're not going to do it drunk.
Oh my God, that would be fun, Jeff.
But I am going to see if we can at least have a hillbilly hammer in our hand. Or ringside. Well, I would like to have some refreshment available for that.
Let's figure this out. Let's figure this out real quick. So, odds are
it's going to be it's going to be a hot day. I mean, it's going to be a hot day. That's for sure. So, a beer would be good. Like I said, either hillbilly hammer or ringside.
Well, here's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'd like you to arrange that, Howie. I'd like you to arrange that. Hold on, Howie. I want to ask you another question. I don't think that we can find Ghost in the Machine over there. That's our right now our number one IPA. That's our favorite. Yeah, limited quantity. Yeah, I thought so. But just find a way to get that into our hands for episode number 50. I'd love to be able to have a cold beer or a couple on tap.
What do you think is going to be more doable? Because I know Saturday is going to be a lot of shit going on. So should we do, there's the ceremony, then I think there's going to be like a brief period, and then right away the tryouts are going to start. Should we do it like right in the middle of all these tryouts, just kind of like, or do it Friday? Some people should still be there on Friday. I don't know.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have to see about playing.
Fuck it. We'll figure it out.
We'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear.
Jeff Fuller, what's up, my man?
Man, that's a lot of Z's. That's a lot of Z's, man.
What's up?
What that? You should be saying that when you're standing on the top rope. What that?
You're gonna hold Scott's legs like Bubba, and I'll jump off.
See, and there I am going to use that same word again that pissed off New York tutors. And look at you. You're even doing the mustache mingle.
I mean, that's what he did.
The mustache mingle.
Guys, we're rolling up on 2 hours. We love you.
We're done for today. But episode 50. Make sure that you check it out. Next week, it's either going to be Friday or Saturday at the Bare Knuckle Boxing Hall of Fame. We're going to have all kinds of guests. We're going to have all kinds of fun. We may even have the capabilities, as my producer Josh has said, that we may have the capabilities to take you on a little tour within the barns themselves and show you a little bit about what's going on with those training barns, show you some very relevant history as far as bare knuckle training.
Pray to the Wi-Fi gods.
Yeah, that's gonna be a real
pray to the Wi-Fi gods. Other than that,
that's the deciding factor. That's going to be the deciding factor of whether or not that happens. But guys, once again, smash that like button as much as you possibly can. We promise only mayhem, only chaos. I mean, I promise it to my end. My co-host does his best. But I can tell you that I will bring the chaos. I bring the mayhem. So does he. We make magic happen here on Loudmouth Fisticuffs, and a lot of that is due to you guys doing that. So once again, smash that like button, like our page, tune in. But episode 50 is going to be something special. So on behalf of my very good friend, in all seriousness, Mr. Joshua Furs, this is Mr. Live Worldwide saying thank you for tuning in to episode 49, and get ready, strap yourselves in, strap yourselves on. Episode 50 coming at you next week.